Okay, we are live once more. It's the most
Hello, what's up,
random,
guys?
random introduction we've ever done. I've ever done. Anyway, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, whichever platform you're listening to us or watching us on. Mabid, Akshay, Sid, all here. Tushar
What's up?
may or may not be joining. Work. It is a working night, so and he's stuck in a place nobody should go to. But unfortunately,
Yeah,
that is the
that's really
case.
unfortunate. Yeah.
But barring places nobody should go to, let's talk about the game, the games this week. A certain number of whites took to the field and have had a very interesting set of results this week. So I guess we should. There's only one place for us to start, really. You're on mute.
Yes, it's on mute.
Yeah.
You are on,
Yeah.
not on mute. we,
The only place I think we should be starting is the Spurs game without, not the Spurs game,
Which
but
one?
the Spurs team.
The Spurs
The
week.
Spurs team, I
I'm
think.
looking now.
Yeah, the Spurs
Yeah.
week. Spurs are probably the only team that will beat City and then lose to Burnley the week after. Or not even the week after,
I think-
in the space of
I
3
think
days.
I think we are capable of doing that too. Just FYI.
I mean, we are,
the
but
only
it's-
thing, the only thing we're capable of doing is losing to City and Burnley in the space of a week, not beating City and then losing to Burnley.
At least losing to both is better than beating City
Yeah.
and losing to Burnley. Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk about Spurs Burnley, Spurs City. What a game! Like
Yeah.
instant Premier League classic.
After a very long time, that too.
Yeah, I was just
I haven't watched such a good game
within
in
4
many
minutes.
years. Yeah.
Harry Kane, and everyone called it Harry Kane's audition, and I can't really contest that argument. He
I
went
think
in
I
there.
think the Spurs game really showed what City is missing, and that is an out and out striker.
Yeah, they were. I
There's
think
no
it
two
got
ways
to.
about it.
Yeah, it got to a point where halfway through the game, City were just hoofing crosses into the box. And
Yeah.
the one thing I noticed was like, okay, this is a great idea. Like, I know you tend to commit in numbers, but there's nobody in there who's really tall. And the likes of Romero, I'm not sure if Sanchez was playing, Romero, Ben Davies, and the like were just like looking at each other, going, okay, I guess we'll defend this shit. And their goal essentially comes from a mistake, right? Lloris palms it out, and Gundogan pounces. So, but barring that, Spurs were comfortable, and then they kept sucker punching City time after time. Had a goal ruled out, but that was good. That would have made it 3-1, which I think is a perfectly legitimate goal. That offside rule is just odd.
Too much.
And
Yeah.
in spite of that, get a penalty in the 90th minute, which is, again, let's be honest, a clear handball. Even though I was pretty annoyed with it at the time, but since I have calmed, I was like, yeah, it's a pretty spot on handball. Mahrez scores, you think, and City go and try and win it, as opposed to being like, okay, fine, we've got the point here, let's just go get out of here. And then Spurs go back the other end, and it's a carbon copy of what Kulusevski did for the disallowed goal. Except this time he lofts it to the back post, and Kane gets in between centre back and right back and nods it home. And Conte goes. There's a wonderful image of Conte going absolutely nuts and Guardiola sinking to his knees, it's just, pure Barclays, as we like to call it.
I think one thing you mentioning about the whole crosses. I think it was Moyes versus Villa. Was it? I don't know which team it was where we put in 88 crosses or something and didn't manage to score.
Fulham.
I think this was under the Moyes regime. Fulham.
Fulham. I will never forget it. Yeah. Never forget it.
we were 2-0 up. I think the game ended 2-2.
Carrick scored in the 89th or 90th minute, some deflection, and then Vida fucked up, and Darren Bent went through on goal and equalized in the 93rd minute or something.
Yeah.
It
And we
was
had
a sucker punch.
88 crosses that game.
Yeah, I
And
remember it.
this sort of reminded in the second half when City were just putting the balls. I mean, they don't even. The tallest player on the pitch was in defense. I don't know what they were trying to do, but putting crosses into the box and hoping it.
I think they
I mean,
just.
were they thinking they'll win the second ball and then score? I don't know what they were trying to do
I think
because that
after the
was so
first goal, they were like,
anti-City, anti-Pep.
yeah. No, but I think after the
That was anti-Pep. That was like.
Kane cross from Son, they realized that they might be just able to put crosses in, and the defenders will somehow end up missing it, and
You
Kane will
can't.
get a
I
touch
mean,
and he'll
see,
score.
that's just anti-Pep. Like, you can't do that. I don't know if Pep authorized that because I highly doubt he would have authorized something of that sort. It's not like he has a Kane in his team who can head the ball into the back of the net. I mean,
Yeah.
he was playing Sterling. I mean, you're playing the likes of Sterling and Foden up front. How do you expect them to hit the ball? It made no sense to me.
I think
On
also
the
it comes
balance
from,
of play, I think Spurs deserved to win that game, but
yeah, I agree. I fully agree.
Yeah.
It's just that I think Conte
And-
like put together a line on the edge of the box and said, "Fine, come break us down," and they just didn't have the space to play the usual attacking football. And I'm sure City aren't used. I mean, low blocks happen to them all the time, and they
Yeah.
get past it with ease. It's just that this time around, it was for me, and a lot of people have said this. For me, it was almost a carbon copy of the display that happened at the Etihad a couple of years ago. Antonio Conte versus Pep Guardiola, Chelsea versus Man City, where Willian, Hazard, and Diego Costa. I mean, Chelsea keep it tight, then hit Man City on the break thrice to clinical effect. And that's
was this
more or less
the
exactly
game where Aguero lost it in the
yeah, no, there were 2 red
90th
cards.
minute?
Yeah, Fernandinho
Yeah.
and Aguero both got
Yeah.
sent off.
Yeah.
I remember watching this game at that there was a beer spot in on Church Street above opposite Mateo in that mall. I'm not quite sure what it was called. I've forgotten. It was
Oh,
right
yeah, I
on,
remember that. Yeah.
Oh, I know.
it was
Yeah, I
on
know what
the-
you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should.
Shakespeare.
No,
not
no,
Shakespeare.
no. It's
No,
something
no,
else.
no,
It's
no,
a-
no. Church Street. No, I remember because I
I remember- I know
watching
which
a
one you're
United
talking about,
Liverpool
yeah.
game over there. So
yeah,
long,
like we used to- we
long
used to-
back.
like a really long time ago. Like
Yeah.
That was like at least 10 years ago.
no, I think
Or at least feels like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely feels like 5-6 years, like 6-7 years ago. So, and you know what I'm talking about, like that little.
Yeah,
spot.
I know exactly that place you're talking
Yeah,
about. I remember watching
and-
a United Liverpool game there several years ago.
It was
I
the
think-
rooftop place, no? Yeah.
Yeah. So I was in. So speaking of live, I know we're diverting a little bit, but I want to talk about this. I used to go watch live football games at bars back in the day, like 2014, 15, and that's how I met one of Akshay's friends, who was
Sid's
also
friends
not,
too.
yeah, one of your friends, because I funnily enough met him at a United screening, and
Make a wild guess, Sid.
he plays the drums,
Huh?
I think. So he plays the drums.
Oh my god! Oh, you mentioned
yeah,
to that. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, I guess. I mean, fine, poor guy. And then I met him years later. But anyway, I was at the United Chelsea screening. This was when Mourinho and Van Gaal were playing each other, and it was the Chelsea fans on the first floor, and the United, and we were at a bar called Vapor, which was the official
Vapor,
bar for
yeah.
both Chelsea
For both
and
at
Man
the same
United
time,
fans. Yeah, so. I was at the screening, and I think it was the Van Gaal Mourinho season. So Mourinho had come to Old Trafford. Drogba scores in the just in the second half, and they're trying to keep it tight. And Van Persie scores the equalizer in the 90th minute. It's the Fellaini. I think it's Ivanovic gets sent off, and Van Persie scores a 90th minute equalizer in front of the Stretford end, and takes his shirt off, throws it. So I was hanging out with a bunch of Chelsea fans who were on top, and I came down to like see the final few minutes. And as we were, I was like, okay, and then it happens in this pure pandemonium, and the Chelsea United fans are going back and forth. And then glasses start falling. Like it gets really rowdy. That was the last
Yeah.
time I would ball into a screening because the Chelsea fans from floor above just start throwing beer glasses, and it just gets ridiculous. And I'm like, fuck, what just happened? I mean, obviously, and then a fight breaks out, and the whole thing. I'm like, it's a great pure chaos, uh, giving it and taking it. So, but then I was like, dude, okay, I guess I'm a little too old for this crap. And I left.
Was this the one from the corner where he scores from the corner?
Yes, not from the corner. It's from a free kick because Ivanovic gets sent
Free
off,
kick.
and and then Fellaini heads it, and then the keeper saves, and then Van
I
Persie hits
remember.
it.
This was 2014.
No, it hits the bar. Keeper saves, hits the post, comes back, and then Van Persie hits the
Van Persie hits it. Yeah,
equalizer.
exactly.
This was 2014.
14, yes.
Yeah.
This was
A good 8 years ago.
Wow.
That's the last time.
This was Van Gaal's first season in charge.
Yeah, first season exactly.
When Mo won the
Mourinho won.
league, yeah.
Yeah.
Mo won the league. Yeah.
But anyway, barring my violent United story aside, let's get back to to Spurs. Spurs have somehow managed to beat Man City. I think
I wanted to add
yeah.
for the City game. I think Loris had a really good game. And
Great save.
A lot of great saves. Especially the Gundogan one.
The one diving save was
that was amazing.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I think that's save of the season, in my opinion. I think if it was any other keeper, it would have gone in.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, you never know. I mean, most keepers in the league these days, they're all usually top quality. But that was an excellent save. So
but I think they would have saved it.
I mean, shot stopping
in his current form. In his current form,
distribution not exactly quite sure. But then Spurs being Spurs go to turf more, and then absolutely get suckered in by Sean Dyche's football. It's just it's like Spurs are doing their utmost best to not get top four, and they really should be capitalizing on the run they currently have, because I think next up United have a horrid set of fixtures coming.
But they play Spurs in that. They play Spurs in that run. So basically, it's the same fixtures that it's the reverse of the fixtures that they played. I mean, so it was so the way we played Liverpool first, lost 5-0, then we played City, lost 2-0. No, we played
Leicester
Liverpool,
before
lost 5-0.
Leicester
The Leicester game we won though.
Leicester
4-2 we lost.
We lost 4-2.
We lost.
Yeah.
We lost the Leicester.
Yeah.
We lost the Leicester game. I think we beat Spurs.
Yeah, Spurs was the game that sacked Nuno.
That saved his quote unquote saved his sacked Nuno, saved Ole's job.
Yeah.
Lost the pool game. No, that was not after Man City.
Yeah, no, after Man City.
No.
So, yeah,
after
so
Man
lost
City
the Leicester. No, we lost the Leicester game. Then we won the Spurs game, lost the pool game, lost the City game.
No, it was the Spurs game was right at the end.
I'm putting it up.
Because we went from Leicester, then they had the Atlanta game in the Champions League, and where Paul Scholes said, if you play like this against Liverpool, they're going to get murdered. Then Liverpool happened, they got murdered. And then it was City the week after, and people expected a response. It was... And then it
all started with Villa loss, right?
It started with Leicester. We lost to Leicester.
No,
then we lost to Pool.
It started with Villa, actually. Losing to Villa.
1-0 we lost to Villa, right?
Yeah, that Bruno
penalty. That's when it all
missed.
started. Yeah.
Bruno missed the penalty, and that what's his name?
I mean,
Martinez. The Argentine. Martinez, yeah.
But it started with the
I think it was they scored like a late header from a corner or something.
Courtney House.
No, House. Courtney House scored, yeah. So we lost to Villa, lost to
Leicester. Then we drew to Everton. No, we drew to Everton,
Yeah.
lost to Leicester,
Yeah, Leicester lost to
lost
Liverpool,
to Liverpool,
beat
played
Spurs.
Atlanta. Yeah.
That was
Beat Spurs,
Champions League
drew
in
to
the
Atlanta, lost to City, lost
City,
to
and then lost to
Watford,
Watford, and then he was out of the
lost.
job.
Yeah, yeah. And then we drew Chelsea next after that.
Oh, so
Yeah, that
Spurs was
was
sandwiched between City and.
yes. Spurs was
Hmm.
sandwiched between, and that's exactly now how the fixtures are going. So we play Watford next.
Yeah,
Then Man City on the 6th.
Yeah, I think we
yeah.
play Watford next, then we play Man City, then we play Spurs, and then we play
Spurs,
Liverpool. So that's our run of fixtures.
and then Leicester and Everton, and
As a United
so on.
fan, if you want,
Yeah.
do you go for this? Do you go if you have the opportunity to watch this Manchester derby? Do you go?
I would.
Do you have a
Even if they lose, I
do you
would.
have the opportunity? Do you have the
If you
opportunity?
if they have the opportunity, do you go?
Well, it's at the
TBH, I
Etihad,
would.
isn't it?
Hmm.
Oh no, not at Etihad. Yeah,
Yeah,
if it's at
I mean,
OT for sure.
do you know what? I wouldn't pass up the opportunity if I had an opportunity to go. Honestly, I just think
Yeah.
you know what, the way we've been playing. If Maguire can get his shit together, I don't. I'm not saying we'll win the game, but I'm sure as
How
hell not
was
going to say we're going to lose the
yeah?
game.
How was he during against Atleti?
We'll get to it.
Yeah.
So, but let's just wrap up on Spurs before.
What are the other results? Let's wrap it up. I mean, what are
Yeah,
the
let's wrap it
other
up.
results in the
Basically,
Premier League?
Spurs suck. So and
I think now that they lost to Burnley, even if they win their matches in hand, they'll still be a point behind United.
I think the only real threat now is Arsenal.
Arsenal,
which
yeah,
is-
that's about it.
Actually, yeah,
And
Arsenal are three. They have 3 games in hand,
Mm.
which is.
yeah,
But
Arsenal have
I
three
was
games
speaking to
in
an Arsenal
hand,
fan
and
the
I
other
think
day,
they're
and
three.
he,
They're about 6 points behind United, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, currently they
No, four.
are
They're 4
4
behind
points.
United.
4 points.
Yeah, 4 behind United with 3 games in hand.
8 behind
So
Chelsea, and
effectively,
8
they
behind
are.
Chelsea.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
could
yeah, okay.
leapfrog
Let's
United.
and
in the
Chelsea have
table,
a game in hand too, so
Yeah,
you'll have to factor that in.
yeah,
So
but
the
yeah.
4 behind.
So Arsenal's 3 games are Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs.
yeah, those are going to be tricky for them.
So it's not like they have bottom of
No,
the
they play
table.
Wolves. No, one of them is
They play
Wolves.
Wolves today.
That's
but they
today.
also-
That's today. They play
That's
Wolves
today.
today.
So
Yeah.
that's not technically a game in hand, no.
No, that's
No,
just
that
a
is a
regular
technically-
fixture.
That's a regular fixture. That's not a game in hand fixture.
That's not a
That's just a
fixture.
regular
No,
fixture.
it's a regular fixture.
That was
How
a
come they're
fixture
not
that
playing
was
this weekend?
called
Because they're supposed to
Liverpool.
play Liverpool this weekend, and Liverpool are playing the final.
So Liverpool Arsenal was this weekend, but Liverpool's playing the finals of the EFL Cup, so
Yeah.
that fixture is called off, and obviously
Yeah.
Chelsea's fixture is called off too.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs. So Arsenal also nobody's out of the woods. There's not a clear top four. I mean, West Ham probably, but and I still hope for Wolves. But let's just run through the other Premier League fixtures, and then we'll quickly round up Champions League and move on to the preview.
Yeah.
I think Wolves. I think we should speak. We should spend a minute or two on Wolves. I think they're back to
Definitely.
they're definitely back to the old the second season Nuno Espirito.
Yeah, I mean, without I would even go so far as to say that they are better than that season, because Jimenez isn't as prolific as he was that season. I'm sure, like we all who played FPL that year know how. Like Jimenez was my go-to mid-budget striker.
Exactly.
Mid-budget
He was
striker.
he was 6.5 back then.
Yeah,
He was
and then-
everybody's go-to, I think.
till he went up to 8, nobody had a problem with it, because he was just. It was like, fine, we can accommodate him and probably move funds around a little bit. So there was never an issue with him. But
it's sad. I think after his head injury is when his form dipped a bit. Up until then, he was like killing it at every stage.
he's still. I mean, it's not like he's having a bad season, but
No, definitely not having a bad season, but he was up there in the points. back then.
Definitely, yeah,
Now-
he was very prolific.
Yeah.
But anyway, the other fixtures, Akshay.
Let me pull up the screen and just go through the points as we speak, if that's okay with y'all.
No worries, let's do this.
Cool. Not see the screen.
I do, my friend. So West Ham, Newcastle. We all of us went with. I mean, barring
It,
Sid. I,
yeah.
I I caveated it. I did. So barring Sid, we all went with wins for West Ham. But
Yeah,
Newcastle were that was also a fun game to watch. It was very back and forth,
yeah, it was quite
and
like a seesaw for both teams.
so it
I
was.
mean, the Arsenal Brentford game that they literally conceded in the last kick of the game. That was pissing off.
And
That was
really sad.
quite.
That was
Yeah, that
really
was.
really
From
sad.
an FPL point of view as well, because I think Akshay had two
Mm.
Arsenal. I mean, he had a keeper and
No,
Arsenal
just
defenders.
one. Yeah, only the
Oh,
defender,
okay.
keeper. Yeah, I think you have two of them, no?
Who me?
Yeah,
No, I don't.
Abin.
Abin has two of them.
I
Abin.
I have Wolves. I don't have an
Okay,
Arsenal.
I thought you had, but that was
No,
back in the day.
no,
Few
it's
days ago,
back in
like
the.
few
It
weeks ago.
was
Yeah.
never there. Never trust in Arsenal is my motto. Um, so Arsenal Brentford they walked that game, and that even that goal that they conceded in the last minute was just pure nonsense. And I think they should have had a penalty shot. There was definitely Arsenal have had their fair share of bad luck when it comes to VAR, but they still managed to get through that game. Villa
Yeah.
Watford. Um, this was Steven Gerrard's train seems to be falling off, bro. He's, he seems to be trusting the wrong people. Emmanuel Dennis is scoring, which for me, when I opened up FPL, was like, what? Emmanuel Dennis scored.
Crazy.
And but yeah, Steven Gerrard really needs to get his shit together at
Yeah,
Aston Villa. I think
yes.
there are 3 games without a win at this point. If I am
Go
not,
back and see the results of the teams. Apart, I mean, obviously Burnley
No,
this week, but go back
know
and see
that.
no. Go back and see the results of the team that have drawn with United in the recent past. They've all gone on to lose consecutive games after that.
Yeah,
yeah, it's just
We're like the voodoo team.
Take points of us at your own peril. No, Burnley have officially come to the party. It is
Yeah.
Sean Dyche
You know what?
season.
I feel like the Ginger Mourinho has finally, I don't know what he's done, but he's done some. He's conjured up some miracle, and I think he's going to survive because Burnley have 3 games in hand. I think one of which is
Yeah.
United.
They've dragged Everton and Leeds into it.
Yeah, that's the best part.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
let's be honest. Everton's have 3 games in hand as well. So
yeah, but Everton are in there. Everton are really
they're-
in there.
dude, everybody. I mean, I guess apart from Norwich and Watford, everybody else are in there.
Yeah, so it's like everyone else is in that mix. Norwich, I think, might just escape this.
Watford's like no, it's only a 3-point difference.
I
they have
actually
played
think
well.
Norwich might escape. I feel Norwich
No
have,
chance.
No way. I don't.
no
I don't
way.
think so.
I feel there's enough because they're stubborn enough not to concede because Leeds, and we get to Leeds because Leeds are just it's like someone opened a faucet and they can't turn it off. And with the amount of goals they're conceding. But anyway, we'll get to it. Burnley, Wout Weghorst. It is officially Wout Weghorst season.
Dude, you know what?
You're not even a real. It's not even a real name.
I actually I had brought him on for Dennis, but I just kept holding back. I thought I'll bring him on for Dennis. Okay, I kept waiting because it showed injury 75% chance of starting. I'm like, waited. I'm like, screw it, man. I was like, I had to take a hit for him, so I was like, screw it. If I take a hit and he doesn't start, it'll be pissing off. So I was like, screw it. I'm not doing it. Thankfully, Dennis scored a goal. Thankfully.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would have been so sick.
It would have
But
been
who
very
did both of you have sitting on your bench? Just
we had
Livramento with 12.
With 12. I can't really complain. In such a heavy week, I can't really complain. That's just me being greedy. And
honestly, honestly, there's very few of us who had Livramento, who had any good chunk of points sitting on the bench with your first sub, because I really didn't want TA to start. because he was the
Yeah,
only
neither
one.
did I,
He had
right?
to start one. He had to start one of them though.
I
TBS.
know. I was hoping it.
Yeah. But at least he got a
I
clean
hate to
sheet.
say this, but I was hoping that he would be. He was like he had
Being rested
a
for
small
the
issue or whatever. Like I was
Hmm.
hoping he'd be rested because they have a cup final
cup
this weekend.
final.
So
Yeah.
I was hoping he'd just
But I
sit
guess he had
down,
to
just take
get
the week off.
some match fitness in before playing.
That is true, but like I was honestly that was just me
Yeah.
being like Urban said, being a little bit too greedy. That's all.
Greedy. Yeah.
So I can't
Anyways,
really
But you never
complain.
know, Akshay. Like this could come back in the end of the season. These 12 points could be the difference between like finishing first and finishing second.
True.
Because
You
everybody else
never.
had like 1 point, 2 points sitting on the bench, so the
Mm.
swing was massive.
Yeah, it was quite tricky week.
Yeah.
Okay, let's continue with the fixtures.
Yes, that is.
This
Let's
is the game to
continue
talk
on.
about, huh?
I think the Chelsea game.
See,
Chelsea got lucky
Lukaku,
there. If you
the
ask me.
Lukaku game, basically.
Lukaku.
So this, I mean, it's very. I think what Ziyech scored in the 79th minute,
No, 89th, I think.
89th. Oh yeah, okay, like absolute last
Yeah.
gasp.
Yeah, it was a last game.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. So I don't think they were. They looked very good, and Lukaku had 2 touches in the first half, and one of them was some kickoff. So it was. It was.
The game of two touches.
It's very apparent that Tuchel and him are like chalk and cheese, and it's just not working out. So I don't. Either they Chelsea have now they have £100 million asset in that is not working for them. It's going to be interesting to see what they do in the summer. If Tuchel doesn't go deep in the Champions League, I think he's gone
Yeah.
because
Tuchel's
or
gone.
I feel Tuchel
No.
will go. I just feel
Tuchel
Chelsea will be
go.
like. I feel Chelsea will
thought
be
you
like.
said, yeah.
We have what's easier to replace, £100 million striker or the manager?
Striker.
Not really. Lufa.
Oh, you know what? Abin,
Hmm.
Lukaku's not a target man. I think
He's really not.
people have got it wrong with him just because he's a little stocky and he's got that Chris Wood sort of not Chris Wood, more like Ashley
Ashley Barnes.
Ashley Barnes sort of a structure.
Yeah.
It doesn't make him a target man. He's somebody who makes those runs. He's not ball to feet or ball to chest sort of a player like someone like a
Yeah.
Harry Kane who can hold up the ball, who can start attacks. He's somebody who'll run onto a ball, and that's exactly what Conte saw in him at Inter Milan and said, okay, this is how I'm going to use you. I'm going to use you as a guy who's going to be running towards the goal rather than back to goal. And he made Lautaro Martinez do all of the hard, dirty, quote unquote, dirty work, like tracking back or getting the ball to feet, turning,
He's.
running.
I think they're targeting him for the Spurs window in the summer.
Lautaro.
Yes, I think he's their prime transfer target, and I think it'll be a great move.
Will he go there?
Oh, so if he's coming, then Kane is leaving for sure.
No, I think Kane is staying. This guy who's our man said it right. Fabrizio said Kane and Conte have a really special relationship. So right now, Conte seems to be burning the house down, and even the Spurs fans are kind of sick of him. But if Levy bends, then then Kane will stay because then they'll stack up the squad with players Conte wants.
No, but if Conte leaves, Kane won't. Oh, Kane will leave.
Kane.
That's right.
Yeah, for sure. I think Kane.
Yeah.
Probably this was the summer that Kane. How do I put this? Kane. I mean, this was the season Kane said, "Fine, I'll stick around for this one season," but I think he's gone the next.
I don't think he's staying this season. Let's be honest. If Spurs don't finish in the Champions League spots, whether Conte is the manager or not, I don't think. Like he turns 30 at the end of this year.
Yeah, he should just do the right thing and go to Bayern Munich for 60 million, which is and there and imagine what he will do to that league. Just
But then what will happen to Lever?
imagine playing a two striker system with Lewandowski and Kane with Gnabry, Koeman, and Sane behind you. Jesus
My
Christ.
gosh. We'll finally be able to beat Newcastle.
Well, I don't know how long that tradition is going to last, given that there's squad upheaval coming there. But
Yeah, it's crazy.
we'll see. Liverpool Norwich gave Liverpool a scare in this one for a brief period.
That was a deflected goal. Come on.
I know, but it was a scare nonetheless. They were 1-0 up. And the first half, Norwich were very bitey, which is why I feel they have enough. They are just about resolute enough in defense
Dean
to keep
Smith.
certain teams at bay. So they might just, if there's any team capable of performing the great escape in the bottom three, I know and I can't believe I'm saying this given past performances. I believe it's Norwich and Burnley. I think can navigate their way out of it. I think Watford are gone, and I think they're preparing for life in the championship anyway. I think Watford are very much down, but the other two teams that will join them, are probably going to be Premier League that have been Premier League stalwarts for the last 5 to 6 years. Now, yeah. So it's a very interesting time. Now let's get to Southampton and Everton. But yeah, Liverpool, Norwich. I mean, any thoughts? Liverpool just being Liverpool. Mane, what a goal!
Yeah, that was a good goal.
I haven't caught up with last night's games.
No, I think this was Norwich. Oh, last night's game. I'll get to that.
This was the weekend game, no?
Yeah. This was the weekend game.
I'll
get to
good
Liverpool Leeds later as we get going through this. Southampton, Everton, and just as we were talking about relegation scraps, Everton are very much in a relegation scrap, and it's a damning. I think Everton are a poor man's Man United because they seem to be doing the same things United are doing, except that they don't have that kind of quality to bail them out in situations. Donny van de Beek, Dele Alli are both great players in winning squads. I don't think they have the tools necessary to be in a relegation scrap. You need to accumulate points and you need to be really dogged to beat. And Everton are anything but at this point. And the fan base is toxic. They're annoyed with the management. It's just not a very happy place to be.
And they play City next.
Has City frozen?
No, I'm
No.
not.
I was just like, wait, he was perfectly still. And I'm like, wait, what just happened?
I was just listening to you talk.
City, Tottenham, we spoke about. Leeds Man United. Now, I have a story about this game. So this game kicks off at 9 a.m. Eastern time. It's a Sunday. I'm asleep, dude. Come on. So I wake up at 9:45 and I'm like, yay, great day. I'm going to do a bunch of things. Look at the score and immediately happy because it's 2-0 at halftime. And United deserve to be 2-0 at halftime. I'm like, let's do this. So I'll go brush my teeth and do my morning duties, come back to sit down. Waiting for waiting for the site to load. And within that minute, Akshay texts me saying, what the fuck? And I think, okay, Leeds United have conceded one goal to Leeds. Okay, I get it. Fine, second half. I open it, it's 2-2.
And then he messaged me, what the fuck?
Yeah, and instantly I'm just like, why do I bother with this stupid team? Why do I even care? What is the problem? Why am I ruining my Sunday? Why do I do this to myself? And the whole existential question, as if life is not difficult enough already. Screw this. Like this. Do I need to put myself through this shit week on week? Do I really have to see Maguire fucking up? Then I see Maguire scored. I'm like, what is happening? I'm fully conflicted. I'm like, okay, I have nothing else to do on a Sunday morning. I'm gonna watch this shitty game. So I sit back and I watch. And Dan James almost scores. I'm like, of course, that narrative had to be written. And then, just like Dan James being Dan James, caught out of position, and with the Leeds team that is also caught out of position. What is that noise?
That's the alarm in my house.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Somebody,
somebody's breaking in.
No,
no,
just turned it
somebody
on.
went to the kitchen. Okay.
Yeah, Ankita.
Oh wait, now I remember. This is giving me. We had one of these back at home as well.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard it at my place. It's like,
Oh, I know. Yours is a different thing altogether. It's just I have. But
yeah.
yeah, really.
Anyways.
Dude, my emotions on Sunday was crazy. So I was happy. I was playing with the baby when we were 2-0 up halftime. I was playing, enjoying, and then Ankita finishes her dinner, picks her up, and she's like, "Okay, fine, you go have dinner." So at 45, 46 or 47, I get up, I go to get my dinner, I come back and I sit. I sit down and I don't know whether you would call that a
Rodrigo,
cross.
it's a
I was
cross.
like,
Let's be
it
honest.
is
Cross.
or a
It's a
goal,
triple
yeah.
cross. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that goal and I'm like, yeah, your typical one goal. There it is.
Hmm.
Let's move on.
Mm.
And then this was when I was walking back into the room, right? And I see it. And then I sit down and I look at my plate. I'm about to eat another bite, and then Rafinha scores. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, okay? And then I get pissed off, and then I'm just eating my food, and then Ankita comes and she's like, and I'm pissed. I'm sitting pissed. She's like, what happened? Did you like the dinner? What do you say to that?
Dinner is great. This is just the other things in my life that I'm questioning right now.
So during the game, I was out for.
I was silent. She comes in, turns back, looks at the score. She's like, "Oh, okay, I got it." She walks out. And she looks like, I take Ciara, I put her to sleep. You don't have to worry about it.
I mean,
Oh my god.
24
So
seconds.
I was at dinner. Like I had gone out for dinner with some family. Had the game on the side, and I took a bite.
You must be great at family dinners, dude. Just being like, hey, how's it going? 1 second. Oh, they scored. Yay. Okay, how are you? How are the kids?
By the time I could take my second bite and look back, I was like, oh, it's game. They scored again. I was like, what the hell? And people are like telling me what happened. Why are you so sad?
Obviously, I mean,
I had to show them the phone and be like, they scored.
But then Leeds being
It's
Leeds,
disappointing.
they're like, all right, come, please attack us. And Ragnick got both his subs spot on. He bought on Elanga and he bought on Fred. Fred
I
comes
was
on.
so pissed when he got on Fred for Pogba. I'm like, what the hell is he doing? Pogba is literally our best player on the pitch, right? And then
yeah,
he scores, and I'm like, wow, Ragnick's a genius.
Yeah.
no, because I'm like, so I remember like play by play of how that went. So it's Firpo loses the ball and he's obviously way up the pitch. United start transitioning. Fred takes the ball, gives it to Sancho, and I'm just watching. I'm like, Sancho lay it off to Fred, and then Fred takes the ball. I'm like, if you shoot no from here, I swear, dude. I like don't shoot, bang. I'm like, go Fred.
Dude, when Sancho laid it off, I'm like, Sancho, what are you doing? I'm literally screaming, like, what are you doing? And then Fred just bangs it in. And I'm like,
That guy coming through here.
Think about
Fred
it.
has scored more goals in 2022 than Messi has.
Messi, yeah, that's it. In the league. Let's make that.
In league games.
Fred has more league goals than Messi in this season.
Yeah.
Ah, my God.
Fred. But you know what? Both Maguire and Fred had a pretty decent game this week.
Yeah.
I mean, not because they scored the goal, but Maguire didn't mean, there was no point in the game where I could pick out and say, okay, Maguire, this was your fault. Neither a goal, nor a chance, nor any of those things. But then again, that's
No,
because of the way Leeds play.
I blame Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw, like
Oh,
when
Luke
he
Shaw,
concedes the
100%.
same
Luke Shaw.
the,
He concedes
the
that
same
goal
goal. This
so many times.
Every
now,
time,
man.
every time.
yeah, every single
God,
time
like
it's the exact same goal.
get ahead of your marker. What the hell? Like,
Just
that's
look at
basic
people coming,
football.
clear the ball, dude. He just lets the ball run across him, and then he tries to get it onto his strong foot, and by then the player is already there, and
Yeah.
and it's a tap in.
I think
He
in
did it against
those
City. He did
situations,
it
Perez is
against
much better.
Liverpool. He did it against Leeds. Three of the same. Those are the
Yeah.
three goals that come to mind. But he keeps doing it repeatedly. And in spite of all of that, United somehow come through with that. Elanga scores a great goal after a Bruno flick. It doesn't
Yeah.
work all the way, but it just about puts Pascal Struijk off, and he kind of like fluffs his his clearance. Pass back to Bruno, lays it out to Elanga between Melia's legs, 4-2.
But I think Elanga should have scored like a few minutes prior to that.
He
and
did,
killed
yeah.
the
The
game
one,
off.
yeah. The Ronaldo also, the one that Melia saved in the first half.
Yeah, that was
Ronaldo
like
should
a
really have been scoring that one.
bang on straight at the keeper.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, like,
Yeah.
come on, that Ronaldo, he couldn't have done much there, honestly. I mean, he went and tapped Meslier and said, "Dude, great job."
Said
I don't
good,
know if you
yeah,
guys
yeah,
watched
he
it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
good. It was
Yeah,
good.
did, yeah.
Good save.
it was
Yeah.
so brilliant save. Like, Ronaldo couldn't have done anything more than that. I mean, maybe he could have hit it far in the opposite.
Yeah,
I think
like,
he was,
I mean, if
but
you
away from
yeah.
Meslier, but it's very difficult.
Okay, we'll get to Leeds again and United again. Wolves took on Leicester. Leicester are in free fall. The talks of sacking Brendan Rodgers.
And United wanted to get him. Think about it.
Oh,
There was some
whoever like came up with that
there
bright
was
idea.
some fans who wanted it. I'm like, what's wrong with you
No
people?
chance.
I think automatically, if a manager has managed Liverpool, they are out of the running for any job United has. That's
It
that's
should
just
at least be. Yeah.
United and Man City both. I think Chelsea, we've cracked that. We've gone past that stage with Mourinho.
Yeah.
And don't be surprised if Conte leaves Spurs at the end of the season and United go for him too. So it's just it's one of those two things are happening. But Biraj is having a bad time, and if he doesn't swing this around, it's going to be a horrible few weeks for him. Also, I think we need to talk about this. Yuri Tielemans is not renewing his contract, and next season is his last year. If United have any brains,
Who?
now
Yes,
Yuri
should go
Tielemans.
for him.
Yeah,
Great-
if United
great
have any
player.
brains,
Much
25 million for Yuri Tielemans would be insane. He would be one half of the
Again,
Pogba replacement.
I really don't think we need to be going for players like Neves, and we need to be going for somebody who can break play. Like I'm not saying Conte, but I'm saying a Conte like player. Like, I mean, NDD, the likes of NDD, Bissouma, somebody who can break up plays and then just
I think
give a short
would have
pass.
been I think Bissouma would have been the perfect fit, but given what's happening in his personal life, I don't think United are going to go anywhere near him.
See, even at Declan Rice, he's somebody.
That's the
who
one.
I think, like, I know we were discussing it this morning, and I think Declan Rice and Harry Kane for 250 mil just splurge the money and get them both. That's what I think.
Declan Rice, I don't mind. Harry Kane, I don't want, because one of two things will happen. He's 30 years this year. It's going to be he's already not like he's already taken a bit of a nosedive form wise, and we're going to give him a £300,000 contract. By the end of January, we'll be like, Kane sucks. Then we won't be able to move him on, and then we'll have to stick with him for 4 years because he'll play the ball to his feet all the bloody time. Want someone younger? Just either go for one of those.
We aren't getting the guy from Dortmund. Let's not even.
No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't.
Yeah,
let's not even go near. Even though it makes sense because
Messi has. I think Messi has a gentleman's agreement with Perez. I'm not
Who?
sorry, not
Messi.
Messi. Mbappe.
Mbappe. Yeah, no,
Sorry,
Mbappe
Mbappe.
is gone there.
Mbappe. I was like, why
Yeah,
Messi?
he has a gentleman's
Yeah.
agreement with. That was my mistake. He has a gentleman's agreement with Perez, so he's out of question. Who are the other? We
Levy
saw
had a
Juventus
Kane
already
had a
signed.
gentleman agreement with Levy, and we all know how
Who?
that played out. Kane,
Yeah, no, but Mbappe is going on a free, dude. So I don't think it's.
he's going for sure. Yeah.
So no, I would
Yeah,
go.
there's a difference between Mbappe going and Kane going, right? Like Kane had
Yeah,
who signs a 6-year contract in the present day and age? I just don't get it, man.
Charlie Kane. Well,
I
he has
mean,
one client, Harry Kane. I mean, come on, guys.
Oh man.
you had one job.
You had one job: secure your brother the bag.
Exactly.
Dumb idiot.
I mean, to be fair to him, he did secure his brother the bag. Let's not. I think we need to give him credit for that.
Yeah, it's just I honestly want United to go after somebody who fits a high pressing system, almost like a Firmino type.
But I guess
But
it'll be
Yeah.
only after they finalize the manager.
manager like Eric Ten Hag.
True.
But hopefully Eric Ten Hag. I don't want Poch. Please don't Poch. Oh my God, it's going to be the rinse and repeat of the same
Yeah.
problems again. But yes, Burnley taught. Let's get to Wolves.
Yeah,
Broj
we
is
spoke about them.
yeah, we spoke about Broj. Burnley, Tottenham. Of course, Ben Me. It's got to be me. Like the NSYNC song. It's gonna be me.
Oh
I
man.
needed one bad joke in there, but here we go. Watford Palace. Palace absolutely thumping Watford yesterday.
Yeah.
Zaha scores a banger. And not to be outdone, Liverpool. Leeds went to Liverpool and got spanked. And you knew this game was going to be a horrible watch for Leeds fans when Joel Matip took the ball from his own half, ran 60 yards, played a 1-2 with Salah, got the ball and chipped the keeper. So it
How
was
did that happen?
uncontested. Nobody got near him. And of course, Arsenal play Wolves later on today, but I expect. I mean, we've already given like our predictions for it. I still think Arsenal might lose this, so we'll get to.
A
But
goalless draw would be ideal for
goalless draw
FPL.
would be perfect, but I don't know.
For
That's
FPL
going to
and for top 4.
Yeah. Okay, quickly Champions League results. No surprises
Sure.
anywhere else except United Atletico. Now, did either of you watch this game?
No.
No,
too
honestly,
late.
I didn't want to ruin my birthday, so I went to sleep.
Yeah, I completely
Yeah.
agree, what do you call, have no gripes with that because nobody deserves to ruin their birthday thanks to United. The first half was like I gave up and went to cook chicken. That's essentially what I did. Lindelof showed up at right back, and I said,
Yeah,
okay,
what was he doing at right back?
I don't know. Within 7 minutes of whatever Ragnick had planned, it clearly fell apart because Atletico came at United with the force of 10 hurricanes and just pressed them off the park. Diving header. Once again, Luke Shaw and Harry Maguire not communicating. I think it's Maguire who gets blindsided, or no, it's Luke Shaw who gets blindsided, and Joao Felix comes in the diving header. Great goal. But Atleti, with that kind of playing style, have one half in them. And in the second half, it is very clear to see that they had no tank. The tank was completely empty. And United got back in there, foothold by foothold. Weren't really creating problems, but suddenly the midfield gaps were getting bigger and bigger, and Atleti were dropping further back. And then Bruno gets the ball, and then Ilanga makes a run. And I'm screaming at Ilanga to pass it to, I think, Sancho on the far end, because if this team just scores cutback goals for 3 games in a row, right, they'll win every single game because all 3 of the morons are in the box, but everyone tries to go for personal glory. And then Oblak, basically it's Oblak who gives Elanga the goal because Oblak's positioning for the goal is insane. I don't know what happened to him. He's so far out of his own area that he gives Ilanga the entire far corner to take a shot, and Ilanga kind of scuffs his shot, and it still trickles in slowly to
Somehow
the
goes
bottom
in,
of the
yeah.
net. Yeah.
Yeah.
And United and Matic comes on and just tells everybody to calm the fuck down and be like, okay, I've got this. We'll handle it. And then starts dictating play. Pogba gets pressed, so he anyway has 60 minutes left in him. Uju, we have been
Fine
joined
games. Yeah,
by.
finally.
So,
Hello.
but anyway, good
Hi,
evening.
Can you
hi,
guys hear me?
Roads.
I can.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can. We can hear your indicator as well.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, and your indicator.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, bro. I'm still driving. Can you imagine?
no worries. No worries.
uh,
Uh,
what's up? Sorry, I cut you guys off. What's up?
We were just talking about the dismal game that that was at the Wanda Metropolitan.
Yeah, dude. That was Atletico shit versus shit United, basically.
Hey, can I mean I know we spoke about it. I know we spoke about it last week as well on the pod, but I still feel this whole bullshit of not having an away goal is ridiculous to me because right now that game that happened at the Wanda is a scratch now. It's
Yeah,
basically a scratch.
Basically.
What's the fucking point of playing that game? Like, now you have to go back and then play
it sets up
like
a cup
do it
final
all over
basically.
again.
So I think what the first game, what it now
Yeah,
does is sets up a cup final.
what's the fucking point of traveling like
All the way
on a
there.
plane for
Yeah.
like say 1 hour, 1.5 hours, however long it is, and then if there is no fucking point of
Jeopardy.
going there, scoring a goal, and not having anything to show for it, like going back to Old Trafford, or in the case of Real Madrid, I mean, okay, yeah, they lost the game, but if in that Real Madrid PSG game, if there was away goal, at least Madrid would have played a little bit more.
Attempted to do something, yeah.
They would have, yeah.
But now I think
Yeah,
it
it's-
sets
we
up
could totally
grand.
see
So
it.
basically, what I think what UEFA want are they want grandstand finishes. So now even if let's say Atletico come back to United and the game ends 2-2, what it makes zero difference. Atletico are not going on.
Exactly, like it makes
Yeah.
zero difference.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
It
say.
goes to
It
extra
shouldn't
time.
make.
They
It
want.
should.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
Another
Look,
option
they're not
would
going.
be
Dude, UEFA is not going to earn more money just because the game went to extra time or the game went to penalties. Let's face that. UEFA is not earning
No,
even a
but it might
single.
make it more exciting in penalties, right? Sudden death kind of thing.
Yeah,
but why
fine. I
don't
mean, see,
why
that's.
don't they just
I
play
mean,
that on
penalties
neutral
are.
venue otherwise?
I mean,
Why
you
can't
could
you just make
say
it
devil's
exciting?
advocate and say that if you score off 2 away goals, then you're good as screwed. So the next game, the other team just sits back.
Yo, what's wrong in that? Because anyway, now teams are sitting back in the away leg. It's going to happen the opposite. The
Yeah,
opposite
so
of
that's
what
what
used to
it's
happen
just
is
gonna happen the
happening now.
opposite, like right? Yeah.
Exactly. Dude,
I think they should
another
just
point.
scrap home and away
I'll tell
and
you why away goals are more exciting. I'll tell you why away goals. It then makes the second leg a lot more fun because if the team playing away in the second leg, say for example, okay, let's take the United game for reference. Okay, right now it's 1-1, and United have an away goal. Say we go back to we go back to the Old Trafford, and then it's 2-2, right? At that point in this game's rule, United can still sit back, relax. Okay, fine, we're not going to score. We don't have to score. Let's just defend. Let's just take it to extra time, and let's just take it to penalties, whatever. But if there was an away goals rule, then what would have happened is United would have had to go for it, and the game would have been a lot more open than it actually could have been. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the game in itself, the 90 minutes itself would have been a lot more entertaining. Why do you need an extra 30 and then penalties to make it more entertaining? I just don't get it. Like,
I
okay,
think
fine,
it
in
gets
extra
boring
time,
more. It gets more
don't
boring
have the
after
away
that.
goal. So don't have the away goal in the extra time. That is something I'm definitely for because I mean I know I'm a United fan, but the way Liverpool were knocked out 2 seasons ago, I just don't buy that. So having to
Yeah.
score in 30 minutes, you're having to score 2 times when the other team just has to score once is bullshit. So that I agree, but for 180 minutes, I think there needs to be an away goal. That's just I. Otherwise, it makes the first leg pointless. Let's all be honest about it. It makes the first leg pointless because even yesterday, United could have had a shit show of a game. and just lost 1-0, and then come back and then won 2-1 or 2-2 or whatever. I'm sorry, 3-2, without having to worry about an away goal. So I don't
It's
know.
just-
I
I
totally
so-
agree. Totally agree.
It's
with your
just
view.
I miss the away goal rule. I really do. But such is the reality. I don't know.
Funny
what
thing
to-
is, there was so much complaining against the away goal when it was there. Now there's so much complaining against. So it's like
I was always for the away goal, man. I think you have to be rewarded for scoring, for scoring in the away stadium, right? You have to be, because see, the fans are at a 90-10 ratio. Everything's against you. You've traveled. You've made the trip the day before. You've practiced on some random pitch at a random time that the other team has made it uncomfortable for you. You're doing all of the things that you wouldn't necessarily do otherwise. So it makes some sense to have an away goal. Like, you have to be rewarded for doing something, right?
Or just
Yeah,
go
I
to a
agree.
neutral
Away
venue and
goals,
play
I think.
there. What about that?
What?
Just go to like all quarterfinals and whatever last round of 16. Go to a neutral venue and play there. Both the games at the same venue.
Why do
That's
you have to
boring.
play two games at one neutral venue? That's stupid. You can just play one game and then say move
Or
on.
just
Okay,
make
fine.
it one,
If
yeah.
it's a
And
neutral
whoever
venue,
wins this, exactly.
yeah,
That
just
would be a
moves on.
better
Yeah,
option.
that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But if you're playing two legs and there's no away goal, that I have a
yeah.
problem with.
I don't think they'll do the neutral venue thing because like how late Anfield is like the 12th man and so many of those.
Yeah,
correct me if I'm wrong, but haven't what do you call hasn't the venue for the Champions League final been moved?
Yeah, it's moved.
it hasn't
100%.
been moved yet, but it will be moved in the future. Yes.
It will be moved,
Yeah.
right?
No,
Yeah,
they've cancelled Russia for sure because they're like, dude, there's a
Yeah,
war.
yeah, that's what
There's literally a
they
war.
haven't. That St.
Yeah,
Petersburg
but they haven't
has been
picked the new
cancelled.
venue. That's all.
Yeah, they haven't picked it. So the moment they pick it, they'll showcase it.
The
Dude,
the
did you
problem
see-
is
I mean,
they want to do Wembley apparently, but UK government is putting a lot of sanctions and this and that, so they're like,
They're
maybe
removing a lot
not.
of their rules also now.
I
did you
think
see what
at-
happened?
at the Spurs stadium.
Did you guys read the whole Roman Abramovich story
No, what happened
coming out
now?
of the UK?
What
Oh,
happened
so his visa to live in the UK has been null and
Rejected.
void because has been revoked, and he's been asked to move out of London because he was one of the main people who helped Putin's regime or whatever. So he's been asked to.
Wow.
I mean, they put a
without-
blanket ban on all oil oligarchs, right? But,
Yeah.
it makes sense, and it's also optics, right? They know the optics that they're putting by putting a Chelsea owner out of the UK and putting sanctions against him and all that. But it's not like he's gonna react kindly. Also, he's gonna
Yeah, he's not
take
gonna
it
sit.
nicely,
He's not
right?
gonna.
They
Yeah,
put
he's not
sanctions
gonna.
against him before also.
Yeah.
He's not gonna take it down.
He'd take
Take
kindly
it
to it.
lying down. Yeah,
I'm sure he's not going to. Like, I mean,
Yeah, like the whole
Yeah.
COVID time, right? Stamford Bridge parking lot was basically where most of that area of London's testing was happening, and so a lot of these outreach programs and a lot of community service will get disrupted, and a lot of that community depends on Chelsea.
I don't
And
think
he's gonna be
Chelsea's
like, screw you
business
guys, I
operations
want
get
to all of
affected.
this now.
I don't think Chelsea's business operations get affected by it.
Not business operations,
no.
but I'm saying the larger community, like hospital.
I seem to be losing him.
Yeah, he's going in and out.
But okay, we'll.
Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Can you hear me now?
Now.
Yeah, now it's a lot better.
Yeah, I was saying like things like hospitals, schools, training centers that Chelsea used to do a lot of public outreach and community stuff. He might start cutting back on
Yeah, could be. Like,
in
you never know.
retaliation, and a lot of that community depends on Chelsea for that stuff.
You're saying out of spite.
Yeah, out
Could
of
be.
spite.
You never
That-
know.
So
But I mean, it remains to be seen what happens there. It's obviously not the most ideal situation of whatever's happening in Russia and Ukraine. But anyway, back to the football. Let's do previews quickly.
Yeah.
Du-du-du-du.
wait, how did last week's predictions look?
You won again,
leading.
dude.
You won again.
You're
Yeah.
leading. You're leading.
Up until the Arsenal game.
Wait, which game is left?
Arsenal
The
Wolves.
Arsenal
Oh,
Wolves.
Arsenal game. Oh,
Arsenal
okay.
will.
Okay. So here are the fixtures for the coming week. You know, see the screen.
Please show it to me. Nice.
Norwich.
So a few blanks this week, so this should be fairly easy to get through.
Yeah.
We already predicted Brentford Newcastle like idiots the last time around. So
Yeah, there was some weird.
some weird
reason.
glitch from on the website, but anyway.
Yeah.
Southampton Norwich. Where do you see this going, my friends?
I think Southampton win this quite comfortably. I think
1-1.
2-0.
Actually, no.
2-0.
2-1 Spurs.
Southampton.
Spurs? You mean Southampton? Remember 2-1.
2-1 Spurs. Sorry, Saints.
I
said 2-0 Southampton.
I'm going 1-0 Southampton. Actually, no, 1-1 is what I'm going to go. I feel this game isn't a draw.
Both, what about you?
I think 1-0 Southampton.
We should make him go first and then just copy his result.
Leeds Norwich.
Leeds Norwich.
No, sorry. This is an error in my list.
Yeah, Leeds play Spurs, don't they?
Let me recheck.
Yeah, Leeds play
Leeds and
Spurs.
Spurs.
So
You might have just copied.
Yeah, Leeds Spurs, yeah.
Yeah, Leeds play
Yeah,
Spurs.
I'm looking at the pictures. Leeds Spurs.
Yeah. Leeds are obviously going to be very happy to be playing Tottenham. Probably consider another 4 goals.
You don't know which Tottenham and which Leeds will show up.
I think with the way Leeds
There's
play,
only one Leeds. There's only one Leeds.
You don't know which Tottenham has multiple forms, but there's only one Leeds.
Yeah.
So I think
Leeds are the most. I will stick to my plan no matter what team.
Exactly, and it doesn't always work in their favor.
It never works now, I think.
They
Like even
beat,
the United
Villa.
game, like yeah, I mean that they did once in a way, but like you
West
score
Ham,
2 goals
yeah.
against United and then you push up against the half line and you stay there. Of course, United is going to kill you on the counter.
It's just, I imagine that's probably going to happen to Spurs as well, with Son and Kane absolutely running right.
Yeah.
Dude, but Kane has lost so much of his pace, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was
His
watching that
ankle
game
injury-
and I was like,
He's lost his pace for a while now. It's been quite a while.
yeah. So he just sets up Son all the time, right? He's just like, okay, you run.
That clearly wasn't the case against City, where it was the other way around.
But
Oh man.
Anyways, we'll see of this game.
I go 3. I'm
Sorry?
going 3. I'm going 3-1 to Arsenal, to Spurs.
I go
It's
2-1
gonna
to
be-
Spurs.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say 2-1 to Spurs.
Didn't
3-1
Spurs lose just now?
Yeah, they just lost to Burnley.
They lost to
Hence proved Burnley better than Man City.
See, you were saying
3-1 Spurs. Yeah.
a wide range of predictions that we have here.
Newcastle,
Brentford, Newcastle's already.
we're done with the predictions. 1-1. Akshay went to
Can we
1-1.
change it
I
after
went-
seeing the last game week?
No, I think it's more or less, for me, more or less the same anyway.
Yeah, I think I'll change it. I think I'll give Newcastle. I think Newcastle and Brentford will both score. I think I'll go 1-1.
I'm keeping mine actually.
Okay. Brighton Villa. Brighton winning this. Villa, I said, also are in free fall, but I think they'll score a goal. Brighton
I
winning
think
2-1.
Brighton's also been in some sort of a bad
Yeah.
form of late. So I think I'll go. It'll be a scored draw. So I think I'll probably be like a 1-1.
Yeah, and I'm going to also go 1-1.
I'll go Brighton winning 1-0.
What was your prediction? I didn't catch it.
Oh, mine? 2-1 Brighton.
Palace.
Burnley Palace. At Palace. Interesting. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. I think Burnley don't get. I think Palace have been flying, but I think Burnley frustrate them and take a point at Selhurst Park.
I think Burnley win this. They've just beaten Spurs. They'll be in high form. I think they'll win it 1-0.
1-0 Palace. Actually, 2-0 Palace.
Ooh, interesting. That's
2-1 Burnley.
This game, oh man. Should I just
you
predict the same result of the reverse fixture?
I think they should beat them.
I was
They really should beat them.
Crazy ass game.
Yeah,
That was
they should win this
4-1.
4-2.
No, he was talking
No,
about
the reverse
United
fixture was
Watford game.
4-1.
Yeah.
The reverse fixture, 4-1.
Yeah, the
I thought it
reverse
was 4-2.
fixture 4-1.
No, it was. I
No,
think Van de
4-2
Beek
was
scored.
Leicester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
United
It was
Watford,
2-0. Van de Beek scored 2-1, and then we lost 4-1.
So I'm going 3. I'm going 3-1 and this 3-1 to United. I feel they score.
3-1 United?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super goal.
I think I'm
2-1
going to say
United.
4-1 United.
Oh, United going big.
Elanga double.
I think it's time Rashford got dropped. I really think it's time Rashford got dropped.
Yeah.
He was
I
atrocious.
think they should start with Elanga, and I think Sancho has finally found his. I mean, not finally, but
He's doing really well.
he's started to find his feet, and I think a few more games, I think he'd be a lot more effective.
Yeah, but also word of caution on Rashford. High time the man gets dropped. It's horrible to watch. I threw such a bad tantrum because of him yesterday. I just don't want that kind of energy in my life.
Yeah.
Those you.
I think United 2-0.
Oh, nice. Expecting us to keep clean sheet. Look at the United fans all said.
I've always predicted that they always concede that one stupid goal.
Everton, Man City. Now pick your score.
Breeze. This is a breeze for City.
4-0 City.
3-0. Both 3-0.
2-0.
No, that's those who said 2-0.
Oh,
Not said.
my bad.
I'm going to say the same scoreline. Yeah, 2-0.
Wolves.
West Ham Wolves. This
West
is
Ham
an
wins
interesting
this.
game. I think 2-2. Also,
I think
I
West Ham
need to
win
talk
this
about
3-1.
this. I want to talk about. So Craig Dawson went during the West Ham Newcastle game. I don't know if you guys heard about this. Craig Dawson went and complained to the referee about Chris Wood because Chris Wood was going up to Kurt Zuma and saying meow.
Meow, meow. Yeah.
I read that.
That's the only reason I want Newcastle to stay up.
That's hilarious, though.
Pure shithousery.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
Why would you go
Think
complain
it.
about it? That was hilarious. West Ham Wolves. Okay, guys. Who do we have?
And those.
I'm trying to think who is better. I have a feeling it's like 3-1 Wolves. Let's get to see.
What do you give yours?
1-0 Wolves.
Okay. Burnley, Leicester.
Burnley, Leicester. Burnley win this game.
Burnley win it?
Yeah, Burnley have a double game week. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, Burnley has 6 games in hand or something insane like that.
3-3.
Interesting.
3.
They have 3 games in hand. They have a lot of games in hand.
I think Burnley win this 2-0.
Who knows? Wow. I think it's a good draw.
I think if you're in bad form, and Burnley is the last team you want to play because they would absolutely beat you up.
Yeah, and enjoy your players.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you frozen, Sid? Is Sid frozen?
No, I'm thinking.
You should apply to be some sort of ninja, man. You're perfectly still.
Burnley won
Bad
it.
him to some.
What?
Burnley won it.
Burnley win it. And Lords?
I don't know why I'm betting against Leicester, but
I think
they
Leicester
just-
won.
I mean, I think no Vardy, no party.
No party.
Dude, Vardy just scores in patches. Suddenly,
Yeah,
like,
but when
patch
he's
and scoring.
the thing with Vardy is even when he's not scoring, when he's in the game, he's in the team, he's doing something all the time. He's either dragging defenders out of position or doing. I mean, he's just doing something all the time, winning free kicks in dangerous areas.
Yeah.
He has an effect on the game. I don't think Iheanacho or Daka have the same effect as Vardy
Yeah.
does.
Chat should
But
get
Batson
back.
Daka is good.
Oh, but we also have to talk. I mean, quickly do a talk on this. There's a cup final this week.
Yeah, I was
Chelsea
going to
versus
say
Liverpool.
we should speak about the cup final.
Yeah,
I
Chelsea,
mean,
Liverpool. Who do
Chelsea
you
has
think
just
is
won the
winning
club.
I think, to be honest, I think Liverpool's going to win it.
Yeah, I think so too. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think. I think Chelsea are winning it.
dude, Liverpool just have some plethora of forwards that can score.
They
Like,
do, but it's just. But when they come
You
against
ha-
Chelsea, they
Dude, they
always
have-
blunt the attack.
dude, but they have Salah, Mane, Firmino.
I think Jota comes back. Jota comes back for this
Yeah.
game.
Oh,
Who's
Yeah.
the
by
other
the
guy?
way,
Yeah.
One more guy, right?
Luis Diaz.
Luis.
Luis
Yeah.
Diaz.
Oh, also
And-
I must add.
he's
Big
really
game,
good.
Divock,
He's really
Big Cock, Origi, dude. Never forget him.
I must add Luis Diaz in the on FIFA. He's been new edition. The man is just tearing it up, absolutely tearing it up.
I'll still wait it out. I mean, if Jota comes back, I think he plays. So
I think Jota. I think probably.
Dude,
I don't know, Jota-
the top three, right? Like both Chelsea and City suffer from not having forwards, and Liverpool just has the opposite problem. Like the biggest headache
Yeah,
is
we
which
have
forward.
a lot of them. Yeah.
But
Well,
I
I'd
see
rather
this
be in that
ending in a
boat,
draw.
right?
A draw and pens is what I think this is going to happen.
No,
Well-
I just think Liverpool win it outright.
When is the game?
It's on Sunday.
Sunday.
Wembley.
It's always the Sunday around my birthday. That's how I remember the EFL. Because
Yeah.
the year Zlatan
Southampton.
scored,
United Southampton. Yeah.
United Southampton. Who scored the winner? Zlatan scored the winner, right?
Zlatan scored the winner, 3-2.
Yeah,
86.
3-2. Herrera crossed the ball and Zlatan headed it in.
Ibrahimovic. Yeah, I remember the commentary.
That was back when it was called the Carabao Cup, right?
It's still called the Carabao Cup. Is it?
Still
not?
No,
called
it's called the EFL Cup.
It's called EFL Cup though, but Carabao still sponsors that cup.
Huh.
They just didn't want the name of a sponsor to be on the cup. That's it.
Makes sense. It makes a
Like
lot of sense.
Uber Eats League One. That.
Oh, whoever wins the goes to the.
I mean, they used to call the Premier League Barclays Premier League. Okay, come on.
Who wins it goes to the
Yeah.
Conference League. I mean, what's the
Yeah.
point? Really, what's the point?
Huh?
But whoever wins this goes to the Conference League.
Whoever
What's the
wins
point?
this.
qualifier for conference. Yeah.
Europa Conference League.
What?
That's exactly where both teams want to go.
Yeah, exactly. These two teams don't need that qualification.
And these two teams don't need it. Yeah.
Okay.
So you win the FA Cup, you go to the Europa League. Then how does it work?
Yeah,
FA
FA Cup
Cup,
is Europa Cup.
Europa.
This is when the game between Wolves and Arsenal won it, and Wolves qualified above them, and they couldn't qualify for the Europa League.
Honestly,
This is last season.
I think teams in the top
Yeah.
six. My thing for the EFL Cup is teams in the top six should automatically be disqualified in competing in the EFL Cup, because if the top prize,
But you can't judge that, right? You can't judge that until
everyone. So at the end, so whoever finishes in the top six gets whatever football they get, or whoever up to the conference positions. But for the next season, they should not be in that cup.
Right, but my question is, okay, say for example, this year, whatever the team, your typical big six finish in the top six, right? And for whatever reason, they have a shit show in the next season, and they don't get a chance. I mean, okay, maybe they don't want to play the Conference League or whatever, but
yeah,
I'm just saying, assuming it was still the Europa League, they have a shit show of a season and the seventh or languishing seventh or eighth or whatever. You just can't say, hey, you finished in the top six.
If you're languishing in Europa League, you will automatically qualify for conference.
No, I'm saying 7 or 8. I'm saying 8th or 9th or something like that. Like,
yeah. So which is why I'm saying with the EFL, if you manage to if you take out the big teams who invariably make it to the final, if occasionally, when Swansea won it and they went to Europe for a hot minute, even you can have a smaller team go on a European tour, which is insane, and that gives the cup more levity.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the same with Wigan when they won the Europa League. I mean, sorry, when they won the FA Cup, right? Yeah, you're there for a season, but the thing with being in Europe, it kills you in the Premier League because these teams are not built to play two games. They're not built to play Wednesday, Saturday, or Tuesday. I mean, Wednesday, Sunday, Tuesday, Saturday, whatever. They're not built to play like that because these are fixed teams with a fixed 11, and maybe they have 4 or 5 subs who just rotate. They don't have squads like
the
City and Liverpool. Yeah, they can't play. Dude, you saw what happened to Burnley the year they were in Europe. They got screwed in the league. Luckily, managed to get out of it. The same happened with Wolves the year they were in Europe. They got screwed last year. Nuno lost his job. So,
dude, Leicester went to the Champions League and they fired Ranieri in 6 months.
So they fired him when he was in the Champions League. They still had a game to go.
Months,
Didn't they beat Atletico in the first leg? I remember.
They beat them.
They were winning.
Yeah, but they didn't have the depth, dude. There's no bench strength in these teams. That's the biggest problem.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. That Snake, what's his name, dude? The Snake. His own assistant manager.
Craig Shakespeare.
Snakespeare, that's what I call him. Dude fired his own manager and then took the job away from him.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, good luck to Toads and Chelsea. But,
by the way, this is just breaking news on NBC. Wow, this is insane. I mean, this has nothing to do with football, but Ukraine's ambassador to the US has just told NBC that a Russian platoon from the 74th Motorized Brigade has surrendered to Ukraine forces. Says the Russian troops apparently had been unaware they were being sent to kill Ukrainians. No confirmation yet from Russia's military. Wow.
Crazy.
Wow.
Man, this is insane.
Dude, I'm just reading here that Russia has taken over Chernobyl. What's happening? I mean, I feel like this is political and we need to get off air before we talk about all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably should.
Okay.
Yeah.
We will speak about it offline. Anyway,
Should we quickly touch up on FPL?
yeah, let's quickly talk about this.
Yeah.
There's a blank game week coming. Akshay, what do you have
Yeah.
for us?
Let me put up our team real quick.
Long episode today. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's been a bit too long. Yeah. Okay. Do we want to go through our current game week or no?
No, I
Okay,
think
so how did
currently
everyone do this game week? I know Sid finished on 136. Any minus fours?
I still have 2 players to play. So, not 2,
Oh,
I
so
have more
we
than
have-
2. I think
You think you have 3?
I have 3 players.
Yeah, I
to
think you
play.
have 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
Wow,
have
that's
3.
a great game week, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah, I finished with I have 108 right now with 4 players to play.
Ooh, Akshay killing it.
Yeah.
I didn't
I
make
have
any changes
Ramsdale.
and I did 89, dude.
Nice.
Ooh.
So I have Ramsdale, Semedo, Jimmy, and Lacazette.
So you have a lot banking on this Arsenal Wolves game.
Yeah,
I have 4 players too in that sense. I have Ramsdale.
I think we
I
have the
have
same 4 players, no?
no, I have 3. I have Ramsdale, Emil Smith Rowe,
The
and
last thing you
Jimmy.
guys want is a 1-1 draw with none of them
No,
scoring.
I think
incoming
I'll be
nil-nil
happy
draw,
with-
dude.
I'll be
Yeah,
happy with the
nil-nil draw,
nil.
Dude, I don't. As long as Saka doesn't score, I don't care what happens in that game. I just want Saka not to score because Saka and ESR are the only differentials. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
as long as Saka doesn't score, it doesn't really matter.
But
think
if
Lacazette
anyone
should
scores in Arsenal team, it'll probably be Saka. Saka assist play.
Exactly, that's my only fear because when I saw when my phone lit up and I saw ESR score the goal, I'm like, damn, yeah, let's go. So
Let's go.
then
I had him on my team for the longest and he didn't do shit.
Oh, he did a lot for him, but he
Nice.
got injured, then he got dropped. So it was
Yeah. But then he used to come on and score like as a super sub.
yeah.
he did that a
Okay.
lot, dude. He did that a lot. He used to come on, play 30 minutes, 25 minutes, but he definitely used to get on the score sheet. So
Yeah,
he's
somehow.
been
or the
on my
other.
team ever since then.
All
Yeah.
right. Now quickly let's run
Okay,
through this.
anyways.
I feel like we should free hit this game week.
Yeah. I
Hey, no,
think
we
so.
have a decent team, I think.
Dude, half the players are not don't play. We have only one
Hey,
double
no.
game week player.
Yeah.
This is
I'm
our
free
team.
hitting this week. Are you free hitting this week?
I most likely am. I'm not sure yet.
I probably won't.
Akshay trying to
But they're
sneak
not
up
too-
with us on the last minute.
I don't think
Always
there
tricks.
is a double game week. No, too many double game weeks to play.
There's I mean, I think it's
Burnley.
mostly Burnley related now. Burnley and
And I have Burnley.
I'm not going anywhere near Arsenal's remaining fixtures, even if they do. show up
Arsenal
in
have a
double.
blank anyways.
No, not this week.
No,
but in the coming
see
weeks.
the reason I'm saying is we have 3 Liverpool players. All 3 have to sit down. So
Yeah.
who do you have? You have Amarte who's not going to play.
Yeah, we should get rid of him somehow or the other.
I mean, Brownhill has got 2 assists in back-to-back games, but
Yeah,
I'm
he's-
really not going to
Continue,
count on him giving too many.
Yeah. I
No, he's
think
playing
just
every
had a
game,
one-off.
but the last 2 games he got 2 assists. I know,
1 assist and a
or like an
goal.
assist and a goal or something like that. Yeah.
Assist and a goal and another assist.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's quickly wrap this up, boys.
So I'm not.
So we're free hitting, and
So are we free hitting as a
I feel like we
combined
should
team?
free hit. Yeah,
We should
I
free
think we
hit.
should free hit.
Okay, let's quickly make the transfers.
Take out all the Liverpool assets.
If you're free hitting, why not go?
okay, I'll have to drop
Lord.
because I have to get on calls. But continue and just
Yeah, we'll continue.
wrap this up, and I'll
Totally.
see you in the Cool.
Yeah, cool.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.
To the audio people, goodbye.
What's a free hit team
I'll
going to
remove
be
Ramsdale
like?
also.
Yeah, remove Ramsdale. Get in
King.
Burnley's keeper. Get in me, and get in Vogt Woghorst.
Me.
Big.
Get in the Burnley keeper. For
Who do I
sure.
remove? Yeah, I got Burnley keeper. Oh, I thought you said
Yeah.
Wolves.
No, Burnley.
Oh.
He's the double game week now.
Okay. Because should I keep? Who should I get instead of Salah? Sterling.
Get some City assets, no?
De Bruyne.
Either Mahrez or someone.
No, wait, not that. That's one of the thing.
But who's gonna start? We don't know that. No. We don't know who's gonna start the game, and we already have Bernardo on the team.
Yeah, Bernardo is probably the most nailed on, I guess.
Get in a United defender. Anyway, we're wild carding, so instead of Amarte, not wild carding, sorry, free hitting. So you can get in. I guess if Luke Shaw, because Stairs, I don't think is still fit to play.
Should get who?
Or get Laporte. Get Laporte.
He start that.
Yeah, City didn't play in midweek, so for sure they'll start, right? Or did he? I don't remember them. Get in Son. Get in Son, obviously. Get in Kane.
Gallagher.
Get in Kane for Antonio.
Yeah, Antonio's form has dipped.
Yeah, I know. Get in Kane.
You can't get Kane, Bruno, and Kane.
No, you can. You can. Trust me.
How?
Get in Kane, I'll tell you.
Let me remove.
Take out Digne, and just put some random 4-point player.
Okay.
You can put Brandon.
That way, if we leave Amarte on, he's a 3.9. So why don't we leave him on?
Yeah, okay, fine.
3.8. He is anyway. Funds not being used.
So yeah, bring in Shaw or Dalot, one of the two. Bring in Shaw.
Oh, we have me coming on, no?
Yeah.
But then we don't need so many.
So yeah. How much funds do we have?
We have 9.8 for 2 midfielders. Should we keep Ramsey in?
Who Ramsey? The Villa Ramsey?
Yeah.
Yeah, go for him.
Or...
No, go for Ramsey. Trust me, just go for Ramsey.
Or Allen or Conte?
No, just go for Ramsey, the Villa Ramsey, and...
I would keep Brownhill, but we already have too many from them.
So what, we'll have another 5 point, right?
Should I get
did you say Gallagher?
We can get Gallagher, but he's more than 5. 6.2. We'll have to play around somewhere else then. Then I can remove Mahrez and get somebody else. What, 7.5?
Foden. How much is Foden?
I guess I got a drop off.
Yeah. Just play Bernardo. He's most nailed on, right? Anyway. Yeah. It's right there. Just click on Bernardo. Yeah, that's it. Go for it.
So is this good team good?
Yeah, looks good.
Transfers. Play free hit. Oh,
Yeah, play free here.
confirm transfers and play free hit. Okay, who do we start?
Take out Amarte, obviously. Put in me. Put in Gallagher. Take out Livramento. And put
Livramento will
in
get a clean sheet for
Ramsey.
sure against Norwich.
Okay, so
But
okay,
I
so
think
just
take
put
up Bernard
Gallagher as
for sub.
who? Put Gallagher as first sub, no?
Yeah, that's what I've done.
Put Gallagher first sub, Ramsey second, and Amarte third. Yeah, and you want to captain Weghorst?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Take a punt.
And me as vice captain. Because why not? Well, let's keep Bruno as vice captain.
Why not?
Bruno or me? Bruno or me?
Bruno.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay,
Cool. Sounds good.
I think we're good to go. Yeah,
Cool.
I'll. I've been saying not even a real name, Wout Weghorst. Okay, so I think that's it for tonight. That was one long episode.
Yeah, really long.
See.
Yeah.
Catch you all
We'll see
next week.
Next week. Yeah. Take care. Cheers.
Bye.